This video is going to be for the 2008 through I think 2013 Dodge Avengers with the 2.4 liter, the 4-cylinder engine. It's overheating, losing coolant. So I'm going to be swapping out the thermostat housing today because upon inspection, get down there and see a pool of coolant that's building up on the transmission transfer case. And when the car runs, you can actually see a trail of coolant flow down, like this bell housing. If I stick my hand under there, it gets wet and it's coolant leaking under there from the water pass over, water pass through. The gasket is a gasket on there, O-ring gasket that's just not holding properly. So first step, I'm gonna be preparing this air box to be removed. Go ahead and disconnect the mass airflow sensor and this I think that's a temperature sensor. We'll disconnect that, and we'll disconnect this hose from the intake. All right, now this guy is ready to come up. So again, those two mounting bolts down there, just kind of like press on. So you just grab this guy and just pull this guy up. Get that set to the side. Thermostat housing has 3 bolt locations. Here, right there, and right on the other side, right here. But we're gonna go ahead and just knock out these first, and then go for those guys back there. All right, so I got a set of vice grips on the bottom hose clamp for the open thermostat location. I'll go ahead and pull it back. All right, there we go. We got that pulled back. Now, doing this, we are gonna lose coolant. There we go. Let me go ahead and pull it back. Once we splash, boom. Now, a lot of you guys might not know, this guy actually comes with 2 thermostats. It comes with a open thermostat and a closed thermostat. The open is located here, and the closed is here. I'll show you guys here. So the open is located inside there, and the closed is located here, but it's not in place on this new one, but it is in place on that one. I'm using a set of long needle nose, and we'll see what we can work out with it. Might not be able to record it since I'm using one hand. I don't have my mounts today, my head mount, but looks like we're already on top of that one. Oh, that was easy. I'll work that one back. Now let's do this top one. Okay, so I got both hose clamps pulled back, and now I'm just breaking this hold loose, grabbing hold of these guys with the needle nose and working it back. Okay, that one's loose, so we'll go ahead and work him back. All right. Two down, one to go. Now this guy is ready to be removed. Here we go. All right. So, and this is where our leak is coming from. Like I said, maybe it's a bad O-ring. The O-ring is right there. right around here. So this has a lot more, just a lot more to it than the one I'm going to remove off here. But I am going to go ahead and pull that off and give you guys a comparison of it. Use like a little hook or something like that. So. And I dropped it. There we are. So, wow, that doesn't even look like the same gasket. Look at the difference. Size does matter in this case. Size definitely matters, because that is either going to get you a good seal or a bad seal when it comes to sitting down inside here. See, it just basically falls. It doesn't grasp hold to anything. Right there is where it should be making contact, and it really doesn't. It slides in very easily. Now, I'm gonna use the new gasket. Wow. Wow, now that is what it's supposed to do. Flush. That is gonna be our fix. Leaking down, flowing that way. Alright, so take a look at our new housing. We will be having to swap this coolant temp sensor out. So I have to pop this guy out and reinstall it in the new housing. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that and get this guy ready to go in. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just clean off these areas a little bit. Make sure our gasket get a good seal. Clean off the O-ring area. Make sure no debris is keeping it from making good contact. Gonna go ahead and place the new O-ring. So just work that around there and roll it over. Boom. From the looks of it, this is a locking piece right there. I believe I need to pull this little piece up, this little trigger up, and then, oh wow, that is it. Just to pry it up a little bit now. Just I'm gonna try it without giving it too much force. It's coming up, so it just needed a little persuasion. Boom. And that is a temperature sensor. But again, guys, this little locking pin right here, right there, locks right there. So you simply pry it up and turn it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place the temperature sensor in a new housing. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to place the new thermostat. This is the closed thermostat. It has a little keyway to show you guys, what position to put it in. You can't just put it in any type of way. It has a little keyway gasket on the gasket and on the housing to show you. Squeeze back there. Top hose is on. I'll worry about getting the clamps back on in a second, but now I'm gonna go ahead now and place my thermostat. My thermostat is back in place, and if you look down there where we placed the O-ring, we're gonna make sure this guy goes above properly. That is in place. And what I'll do to hold this guy in place even more, I'll go ahead and thread a few of the mounting bolts in. And all right, before I reconnect these hoses, I'm gonna go ahead and get these 3 mounting bolts torqued back down. I don't know the exact torque settings on these, but dealing with aluminum, you're welcome to use a torque wrench and look up the appropriate torque specs. I'm sure it's going to be around 18 pounds. bottom hose on first. And then the top hose. The trick with this guy, with these vice grips, is get this guy to close more for it to open up. You probably have to take a set of pliers or channel locks to this guy to tighten this up. The more you twist this guy in, the tighter this gets, and the more open the clamp becomes to where you can slide it on. Right over, right into position. And boom, that's on. Open it up some more. Get a good bite on it. There we are. And do it all over again. Alright, get over the hump. Alright. Over the hump. Release. Okay. And the top one is on. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and reconnect this temperature sensor. Snap that guy on. Now we're ready for the air box to go back in place. And now that the air box is out the way, remember I showed you guys these two mounting points here for the air box. They literally just push. They have grommets, rubber grommets that push right over them. They snap in place. We're gonna run our air hose from our air box down to back to the throttle body. So before I go ahead and throw the air box in, I'm actually gonna throw a few rags in there just to soak that up. So I'm gonna take a few shop towels and just stuff it down there and just, like I said, soak up some of the coolant. So we can take our hose and work this guy back down here. And set that guy in there. So now I'm back over here to these mounting points for the air box down here. I place this guy right back over those two, and we'll simply press it in place. Reconnect the mass airflow sensor. Cool. And our breathe hose, you can't see, just lift up on the engine cover and you can see your hose connection right there. When this guy starts to fill up, I like to squeeze the hose and try to work the air out. That way, kind of burping the system. Kind of just forcing the air out, which allows the coolant level to drop. Because when the air is in the system, it will overheat. And Alright, so coolant is refilled, car is running. Hopefully you guys like the video. If you feel I missed anything, be sure to leave a comment. As far as where I got the part, again, got it from Amazon. Just put in the, the year and the make of the car and specified 2.4 liter. It's how to replace a thermostat housing, thermostat, O-rings on a 2008 to 2013, possibly 14, I think it's 13, 2.4 liter Dodge Avenger.